日本時間6月3日、ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が敵地でのダイヤモンドバックス戦に1番 DH で先発出場をしました。この日の大谷選手は第1打席に2塁打、2回の第2打席に2点タイムリースリーベースを放つなど4打数2安打、2打点とチームの勝利に貢献する活躍を見せました。試合後、ダイヤモンドバックス側の現地メディア、そして同僚のフリーマン選手から大谷選手を絶賛するコメントがありました。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
May 12th, Shohei Ohtani's bat has certainly heated up, and so have the Dodgers. Big Show hitting .415 over those last 18 games, 11 extra base hits, including 4 home runs, knocking in 15 runs, scoring 13 times. Dodgers, meanwhile, have been riding the Shohei wave. They've gone 14-5 over their last 19 games. It's no coincidence the Dodgers' recent run of success correlates with Shohei's production at the plate. It seems like as Shohei goes, the Dodgers often go as well. Adrian, he's certainly the engine that makes this offense run.
Oh, he sure is. I mean, he's our best player. He's at the top of the lineup. He gets everything going. And yesterday was a great example of why he's being successful. He took a slider or a cutter from Rodriguez away and hit a double to the left center gap. When he is doing that, he's staying square. He's staying through the baseball. And when he's doing that, the ball's going out to all parts of the field. And, when you get the best of Shohei, when he starts to get around the ball a little bit and gets a little pull happy or starts coming off the ball and just happens to get around the baseball is when he starts to struggle. But when he's using all parts of the field, it is lights out. It is a great time to be watching Shohei hit.
Remember we were talking about hitting, that's hitting right there on the way. Staying square, A to B. You see Shohei Ohtani gets separated, puts his foot down, and as soon as he's separated and takes off that helmet, to show that hair, brother. Good for you. Show that hair. He needs a hair endorsement deal. But as soon as Show separates, A to B. Separate, put the foot down, A to B, and he's firing from up here.
Yeah.
He's not firing from down there. That's hitting.
Well, to me, and that's the biggest thing right there is that it might look like he drops his bat, and he does a little bit, but it's not dropping his bat because he's above his shoulder, so he's staying on top of the baseball. You are going to naturally have that.
Gravity.
And gravity, the way everybody swings. So he is staying above the baseball, and he's staying through the baseball, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Last night, Dave Roberts confirmed that Shohei will DH and pitch tomorrow. It's going to be the third straight time that he's pulled double duty when pitching after going 3 straight starts where he did not DH. Jerry, he homered each of the last 2 games that he was on the mound. And I guess when his bat is hot, Doc's got to keep him in there.
Well, 100%. And he also watched our pregame show, and he didn't like what we had to say, saying, hey, maybe we could make sure he rests when he pitches. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lead off the game with a home run. That way I get the hitting out of the way, give me some run support, and then really focus on pitching. We all know Shohei Ohtani is an absolute monster. What I love about him, he understands himself, and he understands that sometimes Dave Roberts has to do what's best for the team. He is a superstar, but he doesn't have that superstar ego. Love the fact that he kind of took himself out a little bit, kind of pressed the reset button hitting, and now that he's feeling great at the plate, he's able to do both. So I'm glad he's back at doing both for the time being. And I have a feeling down the road, maybe in August, you allow him to take that rest day, if you will, from DHing and just focus on pitching because remember, we want to make sure he's fresh for September, October.
Yeah, I mean, it was the right time to not have him hit when he pitched because he was struggling at the plate, but now that he's got his swing back, you don't want to slow him down. So let him give him the runway and let him continue to do what he's been doing great on both sides of the ball.
And we know this, Shohei wants to do both. He does not want to be pitcher only and not DH in these games. May 12th, Shohei Ohtani's bat has heated up. So have the Dodgers. Big Show is hitting .415. He has 11 extra base hits, 4 home runs, knocked in 15 runs, scored 13 times. And the Dodgers have been riding that Shohei wave, if you will. They've gone 14-5 over those last 19 games. Jared, it seems like as Shohei goes, often this Dodgers offense goes.
Well, usually it's the superstars that really carry the offense. Gonzo was that dude to help the offense carry it. You need your superstars to play well, and Shohei is as big a superstar as we've seen in this game. Love that he's back to being the Big Show.
Oh, 100%. Shohei is Shohei for a reason, and when he goes, the other team trembles. So it's great to see him going, and he gets on those bases, the other team gets scared.
Hair looks perfect, and someone's called shot tonight, right?
That's right.
Jay here.
Do it, Sean. Do it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Soroka, former top prospect, got to the major leagues with the Atlanta Braves when he was 20, and as a 21-year-old, he was an all-star. And they look like future Cy Young contender. Ohtani rockets a line drive into right, all the way to the wall, and he's got extra bases to start this game. Leadoff double for Ohtani.
Shohei 3 for 4 yesterday. The rest of the team was 3 for 28. Picks on a little cutter right there that comes into him, maintains that posture, doesn't fly apart, and just kills that ball. They're lucky that that's a double. That ball had some topspin on it. Other than that, it's out of here.
So Ohtani 4 out of 5 in these two games, and it brings up Andy Pages.
Ohtani will be their starting pitcher tomorrow night up against Zach Gallen, and he rips that one down the line in right field, and he's got extra bases. It's a leadoff double for Shohei. He is on fire right now, back on an MVP level pace after a slow start. 106 off the bat.
He mentioned 3 hits in the ballgame last night. His first one was a double. He ended up scoring the only run for the Dodgers in that ballgame last night, and gets it started for him here tonight with a rip double down into the corner.
Well, it's an RBI chance for the player who leads the major leagues in RBIs, the center fielder, Andy Pages.
And now Ohtani, who doubled and scored in the first inning. Down the line, if it's fair, he's got another, and it is. Rushing in to score, Freeland's headed home. Ohtani's headed for third. Marte's thrown late. 2-run triple. Shohei Ohtani.
Well, in Shohei's book, he's got 2 of the tough ones out of the way as far as the cycle.
7 innings to go.
Yeah, I mean, a single and a home run from him. That is definitely possible with 7 innings to go, and that one right down the line. He was fooled, but we have seen him extend his swing, chop the top hand off of there so he can make contact, and he's so strong. It's pretty exciting for this Dodger offense already.
Second triple of the season for Ohtani.
Ohtani already in the books with a double and a run scored, rushing at second and Freeland at first. And Ohtani back on an MVP level pace. Punches it down the line. That's a fair ball in trouble. Rushing will score. Dino Evil going to wave Freeland around. Shohei headed for third, and he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Kind of an awkward swing. He got fooled a little bit by that pitch, but keeps his hands back and just flicks it down that right field line all the way down into the corner.
That's Chris Woodward filling in for Dino Evil, the third base coach for the Dodgers. And Brian Kaplan out there to chat with Michael Soroka, who's down quickly 4-0.
Well, it's not like they're beating him up. Rushing's base hit was 71 miles an hour off the bat. Freeland 68, and even that triple down into the corner by Ohtani was only 91 miles an hour. But they all count.
Shohei Ohtani set the lead off this 5th inning for the Dodgers. He doubled to open the game and came into score. 1 inning later, knocked in 2 with a triple. And so as we go to the 5th inning, start thinking about cycle perhaps. Never mind. All the build-up. Ground out to first and 1 pitch, 1 out for Soroka.
Had a shot at it if he could find a hole and hit right at him.
It's only one cycle back in 2019 with the Angels. Last cycle for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger, 9 years ago in Miami.
Well, no shortage of Shohei highlights in this one. He led off the game with his double. And then in the second had a 2-run triple. Both these off Michael Soroka, our Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage.
Yeah, you've heard me use the phrase extending his swing, and that's what Ohtani did right there. Got fooled by that changeup away, but was able to extend his swing, took his top hand off the bat, and really got out there and hooked it.
So he has doubled and tripled into at-bats. He's got 2 runs batted in. He scored a run. And he leads off the 5th against Michael Soroka, who set down the last 8 straight. And they finally figure out Ohtani. There's a 1-pitch out as Vargas steps on the bag. 9 consecutive set down by Michael.
Let's get to the other story here, which is Mike Soroka, who, again, you talk about that first inning, 2-0 with the homer from Freddie Freeman. We know that Shohei Ohtani got on base with the double. And that was the biggest struggle of the night for him because he settled in, but it did hurt.
I mean, Ohtani does that to a lot of people. That wasn't that bad a pitch. It's on the inside corner, but these big Dodger hitters, this one too, inside corner. Gabby wanted it away, inside corner. Freddie Freeman drills it into the seats. And people aren't even in their seats yet, Jody, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, number 9 on the season for Freddie. And then Shohei comes up, second inning. That's going to be a triple. First 2 at-bats, a double and a triple.
Yeah, just so talented. We get to watch this young man pitch tomorrow, Jody.
Then he settled down, though, and this was really good to see. It turned into a pretty decent outing. All right, let's get to tomorrow. And our starters, it is going to be a huge crowd, and we've had great crowds these first 2 nights, but Shohei Ohtani is on the mound, coming in with his 5-2 record, but more importantly, really that .82.
How did he get 2 losses?
I was actually just looking at that. So he lost to the Astros 2-1. That was probably his worst start.
God.
He went 7, which he's gone 7 twice. He's mostly been 5, 6, 7 innings, 6 innings most of the time. And I say that because I think if you drive the pitch count up, maybe, but he has had more walks, but it was a 2-1 loss. And I didn't get to what the other one was, but it hasn't been a lot of every outing. I mean, he's given up 2 runs in that one. He lost the game, but most of the outings have been scoreless outings or 1 run or 2 with 2 runs.
Yeah. And I think Zach Gallen will probably, he's going to have a lot on his mind. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's going to try to go out there. So you know what, Mr. Ohtani, you're great. But I'm great too. Let's do this.
So the lineup is, deep as it is, but how big a difference does it make when Shohei is hitting like he has been?
Yeah,
recently?
and that's why we've been winning a lot. When you have the greatest player of all time playing this game on your team, and he's hot like he is right now, it's fun to watch, it's fun to be a part of, and it's nice when he gets on. It seems like every single time he's creating havoc on the bases, extra base hits, and we get to watch him do everything tomorrow.
Freddie, how does Shohei finding his groove again offensively help the rest of the order fall into place?
Yeah, I mean, when he's on base, when he's feeling good, it just kind of trickles into everybody else. When he's leading off the game with double, triple, singles, getting on base, walks, when he's feeling good, he works the counts. He's, like I said, he's the greatest player there is. So when the greatest player is going well, usually good things happen for the team.
That was a good day for the 3 of us sitting here on the desk because all 3 of us had our called shots. And a called shot doesn't mean you're calling a home run necessarily. It just means they're going to have a big impact on the game. And if you have a multi-hit game or you hit a home run, it's an automatic called shot. But look at those nights for Shohei. Jerry, your called shot. Freddie, Adrian's called shot. I went with Dalton rushing. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Love it. Yeah.
But how different does the lineup feel, especially when you have like Shohei and Freddie hitting like they have the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's great. It's kind of how we built this team on the offensive side, and Shohei's been really good the last few weeks. Freddie's been good the last month. All of May was really good for Freddie, and I think Shohei too. So certainly it makes life a lot easier for everyone else, and seems like there's always traffic, creating a situational at bat, which Andy did a nice job, that second time to hit the sac fly. But yeah, there's some other guys that we got to get going, but it is good that the guys at the top, and I think also the guys at the bottom, did a nice job.
Coming up, let's just we can show ERAs before we get deep into the numbers, because you are somewhat responsible for the runs you allow. I know ERA is passe and everything else, but it's still there. Shohei Ohtani has a .82 ERA. He pitches tomorrow. Sanchez and Mizorowski also there. You see, we do ERA plus, so 100 is league average. 292, 249. See, that's why I don't always use ERA plus. I did not approve this full screen. 493. Is that whip on the bottom? They're using whip? Wow, I did not approve any of this. Anyway, a .82 for Ohtani. What is Shohei Ohtani doing in his year of pitching emphasis?
I think one of the weirdest things about him is that he throws this 75-mile-per-hour curveball that all models are probably going to say is not a particularly good pitch. But he throws that thing 10% of the time to lefties. He strikes it a ton. It's a weird pitch. He creates a massive velocity gap from his fastball back to that curveball. That makes him really good. But at the end of the day, he gets around his fastball really well. He cuts his fastball, so you classify him as what you call a supinator. As a result of that, the sweeper is insane. It's a really good pitch. He throws it hard. He can locate it. That crushes right-handed hitters. He's throwing that thing nearly 40% of the time over his last couple starts. I mean, the weird thing for me, he's pitching so well. do the Dodgers want his bat to be better? Because what we've seen with him throwing more is that his bat speed's actually down. My half-baked idea here.
Bat speed is down.
His bat speed. So
that's interesting. So I know his results are down, and that could be flukish, but you're saying the speed is down.
Bat speed's down. So to me, it's like, okay, I don't want to say he's getting tired, but this is a complex workload equation for the Dodgers to figure out. Him throwing every single day and then going to hit. He's still an incredibly productive hitter, but is there some balance here where late in the year they go, no, we need 200 WRC plus Ohtani back?
They haven't been listening to that.
No,
they have not been.
He's such a good pitcher.
And look, he's never quite. He has for like a